Well, I think marriage is in the context of like a contract. You're actually signing something that goes up higher as far as what's taken seriously.
There's compelling argumentation for why men, or at least the breadwinner, should not get married.
Well, I have a question though. Do you want a traditional woman?
Do I want a traditional woman?
Yeah, like if you're going to be with somebody long term, if you were looking at being with somebody for the rest of your life, would that woman be a traditional woman?
Yeah, I know the argument you're about to make. You're like, well, Brian, you tend to prefer dating younger, or not. Sure, okay. Younger traditional women.
Oh, is that right?
I don't know why I brought it to age gap right away. I was including the age gap argument. I guess that was coming too. Brian, if you preferred to date a traditional woman, she's going to have an expectation of marriage.
No, not necessarily that.
Okay.
Just if you, is that what you would want? If you were with somebody long term, would it be a traditional woman?
Well, I believe being traditional to some degree it's not completely binary. There's spectrum to being traditional or not. So in this case, while I do enjoy a bit more of a traditional dynamic in a relationship, I personally don't want to get married. So the woman that I'm going to be with is
even
gonna
if
have
you're
to be
not
okay
married,
with that.
though, are you going to be with the person that you would be with long term? Is it more of a traditional woman?
Do you mean like, is she making money or no money?
Is like, would you prefer somebody who
Like a
stays
homemaker.
home, cooks for you, takes care of the house, does
Okay,
all of
sure.
those things? Is that what you
Yeah,
would look for?
I would say that would be a leaning preference towards
Okay,
that.
so the reason that you have alimony is because in the past, there were people who would be married for 20, 30, 40 years, and the woman has never had a career, has never had a job. She has been a homemaker.
Yeah, but this
And
isn't the
then-
1960s where
No, I
women
know.
can't work anymore.
But my point is, if you want a traditional woman, and if you find that traditional woman and you're with her for 15 years and she's doing nothing to further her career and her status at making money, she's not gaining any skills because she's taking care of the house. The only job you can get with house taking care of skills is being a house cleaner. That doesn't pay you great.
Yeah, but
So
okay.
hold on. So if you're with her for 15, 20 years, and then if
Let's
the,
use your example, 9 years, but go ahead.
either way.
Well, also, by
when
the
you're
way,
with
this
some-
is a bit of a
Can
technicality.
I finish?
Sure,
though?
go ahead.
So
Nick, get
when
ready to pull
if
that
you're
thing
with
out.
somebody for 15 or 20 years and then they get a divorce, there was a lot of women in the past that could not support themselves. They had nothing. They had no job to go get. They hadn't built any of that. I'm not saying it's that way now, but if you want a traditional woman, what you are asking a woman to do is to forego gaining skills that would make her a lot of money in the future.
Sure. Question for you. Are you currently in school right now?
No.
Okay. So are you pursuing a career where your skills are leveling up or whatever?
Yes,
And during the course of your marriage, were you working at all?
a little bit.
Oh, you were working. So you were,
Not a lot, though. It was here and there. It
Part-time?
wasn't. Sometimes, yeah, but part of it was
were
school
you moving
too.
around a lot or?
Every few years.
So I think it's
Okay,
safe to
military,
assume the
maybe.
military. Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
going to say,
yeah.
I think that's probably safe to assume.
Well,
they have a lot of policies with divorce too.
Yeah, so let me ask you. So right now you're not pursuing like advancement in terms of your education. So if you and me were to get married and we were together for 10 years, you could just pick right back up where you left off.
Not
necessarily. That's not how it works.
You clean boats.
If
With that job, yes, but there
Yeah,
are.
you just go back to cleaning boats.
It took me a long time to even get a job when I was looking for jobs because I didn't have
Welcome
any
to being an
experience.
adult.
But wait.
It's yes. Sometimes it takes time to. find
Brian,
a
you're
job.
not considering something when you have, and like not saying anything about you again, but age is a factor. As you get older, whether you're a man or a woman,
Sure.
the higher your age is, the less likely
Sure.
to get hired. So I see it. It's not. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you're
people need
wrong.
secretaries
But I'm
and-
just saying, yeah. But is that's not like leveling up to the career that you're talking about, though? So it's a double
Nor
I
can
entendre.
you
afford living in today's society on that money.
Okay, but I think we're diminishing the degree to which, yes, there's perhaps lack of career advancement, but I see it as a windfall where women are subsidized for 5, 10, 15, 20 years of your life where you don't have any, in her case, she didn't have expenses. He paid for her stuff. He paid for food, rent, everything. So I view that as, that's a windfall.
Sorry, can I ask a really quick question? You said that you wanted children, he did in the beginning, and then he changed his mind.
Yes.
I'm sorry, was that part of the divorce? And do you feel like your payments after the alimony is sort of to make up for not having children because you gave so much of your life, your fertile life to him?
No, it's not.
That's awful.
It's
Wait,
not
sorry, can you
payment
repeat
for that.
That's awful.
So is the alimony that he's giving her now to make up for kind of dragging
The
her along?
child that was never
with-
there?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be paying for the idea of a child. That's
Well,
crazy.
But, think about how, women do have a
No.
time limit for children.
No, we don't. We kind
you
of do.
100%
do,
have a
but
time
like
limit.
also
No, it's
like,
not kind of.
Biological children.
But
I don't
okay,
know.
It's 100% you have a time limit.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering if that was
Some
part of
people
it.
have more trouble with infertility or in making a baby, but a man should not pay for the promise or the idea of a baby. He didn't put one in you. You didn't make one together. That's crazy.
But when they first got together and they got married, he did say he wanted it,
Yeah,
and then changed his
and then
mind.
they both changed as people as they grew and aged together.
She didn't change her mind.
Wait, in
Okay.
addition to alimony, was there community property
If
division?
She wants kids, she can go.
Hold on.
We don't really have a ton of item. We never bought a house or anything. There wasn't really any big financial items to split.
But in addition to the ongoing monthly and alimony he pays you, was there like a one-time payment
No.
that he had to
No.
because I don't know if it's called community property and that would include like funds or whatever earned
That's
during the course
usually
of the marriage.
if both people have paid into something. So that usually has to do with like a house or a car that both people have paid
Yeah.
into.
Okay.
Then when you split up, whoever's keeping that thing has to pay out
Sure.
the other person.
Pull it up, Nick.
Or
We
like a
had. I
mutual
wanted to look
friend
into
or
this. Scroll down.
appreciating asset or anything like that.
Interesting.
Scroll down. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Wait. Back up.
Well,
Okay. Just scroll up a little bit more. Summary of maintenance norms. Practitioners often say judges award alimony for a time period equal to about 25% of the marriage's length. This is in for Washington State. Perhaps the best one-sentence summary. Blah blah blah. Short marriage, 0 to 5 or 0 to 3 years of marriage. Maintenance of enough to help meet the lesser earning spouse's basic everyday needs for a few months while he or she gets back on his or her feet financially. Mid-length marriage, so 5 to 25 or 3 to 20 years of a marriage. Maintenance to the lesser earning spouse for 20 to 33% of the length of the marriage. The initial monthly amount might be enough to equal, 20 to 33. So he should have only been paying alimony for
Like a year and
3 years.
It's 20 to 30%
So
of what he
30
earns for the length of the
No,
marriage.
33% of the length of the marriage. So he should have been, so if it was a 10-year marriage, it would have been like 3 years.
Yeah.
2 to 3 years. The initial monthly amount might not, okay. And then long-term marriage, maintenance of enough to equalize the parties' economic positions for many years, if not for life. But also, although I assume the judges have some discretion as to whatever. So.
Can I ask you a question? And you may not like it, and I don't mean it in a rude way whatsoever. A lot of people know this about me, but some of them don't. I actually pay child support myself. I have 50-50 custody of my kids. Great mom, but for some reason I pay $3,000 a month. So I feel particularly bitter about that because he has full capability to work. I have my kids 50% of the time, but I feel like in his situation, if you give somebody a fish every single day and they don't have to teach themselves how to catch one, they're just going to keep taking your fish. Do you feel like, no disrespect, but do you feel like that might be a part of the situation here where you're just like, well, the government's saying I can get it, so I'm just going to take it?
No.
Because even by your own admission, you say it's not very much. So when you say that, I don't know, I think maybe like $80 to $100 a month. Am I?
It's a little bit more than that, but it's not a ton. It's,
Right. So if
300
it's
or
not
400.
necessarily making an impact or a difference, why continue to take it?
I'm still working on getting my financial stuff sorted out with how I'm going to pay for insurance and different things like that. I live in a very, very, very expensive area.
So how long have you guys been divorced again?
I don't remember the exact date.
Like how many years?
Probably 5 or 6.
Going about 5 or 6 years?
If I may,
No, but they've been separated.
Yeah.
They've been separated
if
for
I
9
may
years.
relate to your situation, obviously I wasn't married and I didn't have kids, but I did spend around 10 years being around the same person, and 6 years of it thinking that we were going to get married and start a family. We owned a business together. We traveled and ran our business together we lived in a home together, we had a dog, all this stuff. But when we broke up, we split our stuff and split whatever we had of the business, decided to just kind of get rid of the business and run our separate own things. But I gave up a lot. But the entire time we were half and half. Like, we were both paying bills, we were both working our asses off to make sure that we could support our lifestyle and support ourselves. And when we broke up, I wasn't expecting him to continue to take care of me because we took care of ourselves and each other. It was nearish the same amount of time as, obviously it's not comparable, but it is similar. I literally moved across the country. I moved from Charleston, South Carolina to Las Vegas, and I restarted my entire life.
I've done that multiple times.
But even when I was in Charleston, I was working every odd job I could. I had 3 jobs. I had my own business. I was running art business. Like, I was making sure that I was educated enough to get any job that would support me and keep me safe that I could. So it, like, not to be rude, but I don't understand how you could not be wanting to get back on your feet. Not that you're not wanting to.
I do. Like, I am trying to do that.
After such a long time, there are assistance programs.
I work more than 40 hours a week at my job. I work my ass off.
I'm not saying that you don't.
And I'm trying to do that.
But I'm saying there are assistance programs that could help you even just formulate a better plan.
Do you want to go back to school?
No, I'm not a school person.
Like a certificate or of any kind?
Nah, I don't do great in school, so that's not really, I don't want to go spend money on something that I'm going to have a hard time completing.
Sometimes
probably.
nowadays you just need to get a certificate, and then that opens up more doors for you.
Honestly, I like my job. I enjoy my job.
Your job sounds like it's a very good
my job,
job that you can count on, which is what you need.
It doesn't pay me the best, and where I live at, statistics show that for a single person to fully live on their own in Seattle, they need to make at least $90,000, if not more than that.
Yeah. May I ask,
there is very few jobs that pay that.
Sorry, continue. My bad.
There's very few jobs that pay you that amount of money.
So well, when you don't have like certificates or like other like skills that you can actually monetize, and that might be where you find yourself stuck, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why have you decided to live in such an affluent neighborhood? Why have you decided to afford yourself this lifestyle that you can't?
I don't. I don't live a lifestyle beyond my means. I live with family, and I'm trying to get back on my feet. I have had to get a car when I split up with him. I've had to do a bunch of other stuff.